everybody, One of Weezem here with the upbeat tunes of I-5 music, if you will. He looks very dainty when he runs around, almost, ghoulish, we could say, instead of girlish if we want to be punny. Anyway, we're going to stroll down over here. When I went through Chapter 6 to get what we missed, which of course was a hat tied in with Brawler's quest, which is Villainography recorded, we took care of Chapter 6's villains, that being Pepperjack and Brawler's. I stumbled upon a deal. I'd forgotten it was there. It was the guy wanting us to do I-5, like check out his dream or something. So, needless to say, I've thrown him in a trap. I still just have 2 light traps and 1 dark trap, so it kind of makes things difficult on that front. But I-5, of course, hails from Monster Marsh. That's where you captured him in Chapter 7. His quest is in Chapter 6. You kind of have to backtrack. His attacks, primary attack is what I call Hand Stomp, for obvious reasons. If you alternate them, you can get the fist to go. The damage output is going to be 53. Critical on that would be 79, although I've never seen it. If you continuously pound the X button, he kind of starts to like train a few of them together. He sort of moves on his own, so that's sort of a cool deal. 53 to 79. Secondary attack is what I call Bright Eyes. You'll see why in a second. It's going to do 64 to 96. Let me actually face you while I do this. We'll pop back over here. And that's why I call it Bright Eyes. You can kind of see the lingering effects. If that does damage, it doesn't register, but 64 to 96 is what we're concerned about. Pretty decent range on it. Let's see if we can get... not both of them, at least for here. Yeah, that got both, so that is the sweet spot. 64 to 96. Stock aesthetic, I don't love it, but I don't hate it. I also don't know what to expect. I will go out on a limb and say there's a good chance I will prefer the evolved aesthetic, but we'll just have to wait and see. That said, you can see there he's kind of like a stitched together. He's almost shortcut-like. Sort of like stitched together, and then if you note, he's got 4 fingers or 4 digits, and then the eyeball is actually in the middle, so he's got the 2 eyes working in that manner. But that is I-5. That is the Villainography beginnings of his series, I guess. He is, of course, a light element villain. Again, you capture him in Chapter 7, Monster Marsh. His quest can be found in Chapter 6, Rainfish Riviera. We'll take it on here in just a little bit, and after that, we'll be back here at the Academy, and we'll see, A, what he looks like evolved, and then B, what the damage has increased to in his evolved form. So stay tuned, and I will catch you back here as we continue checking out the light element villain I-5. Hey everybody, One of Weezem here. We're in Chapter 6 right now, and we have 3 started, so this is nothing to do with that. This is just an extra quest. Right here, you come from an Earth area, and then it transitions to an undead area. The gate with 2 keys is right up there, but we're going to drop down here, and I believe this guy right here is who we're looking for. We're going to listen to it just so you can have like the full background story.
Hey, you, matey, you're not a cheat, are ye? What am I saying? Of course you're a cheat. Everyone's a cheat. That's why I never play cards anymore. All that cheating. But I did have an idea for a new game once. One so wild and crazy it could only take place in my dreams. And the only creature bizarre enough to play was the I-5. Have him come see me sometime and I'll show him myself.
Okay, so we've got I-5. We've taken a look at his stock damage. We're going to throw him here into the trap slot.
I-5.
I have 2 light traps. I don't have 1 dark trap. But here we go. Let's see what he's got for us.
'Tis I-5 ye is. I figured you'd be the only creature bizarre enough to try my new game. Want to give her a try?
Okay, so it looks like we actually get to play something, which is kind of exciting, or do something. It's not just an auto-complete quest. So we will see how this goes. Chef Pepperjack's also in this chapter. Brawler's was completed automatically.
I call this game Chongo. Defeat as many enemies as possible and grab all the cash ye can. There are treasure fairies that drop loot too, and special prizes if you collect enough of it in a round. Oh yeah, and of course, being a dream, the host of me game is none other than Dreamcatcher herself.
3, 2, 1.
Okay.
Let's play Chongo.
So this is interesting. It looks like it's promising. What I remember, I spent more time really just looking around. We want to get money, and you get money by defeating enemies apparently. And so I'm just going to wreck these guys as best we can, I guess. I think that's what you do, is it not? Or do you just... I don't know, I mean it seems like the enemies are just going to keep on coming on. What is that? Oh! Okay, I didn't realize that was good. So I guess we should have stayed here. This is like a never-ending door of... I guess I don't quite understand if I'm supposed to kill all the enemies, or if, like, we proceed forward and you find the presence on the ground. We're making decent progress, but it seems like it could be quicker.
The audience is getting totally bored.
So I don't know, every time I keep coming back here, there's like more enemies.
Hey, you've won a special prize. What can it be? A brand new flamethrower.
Okay, this is a pretty cool game.
Time is running
I know I'm just using his primary attack. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna make it if we just stay here. We're not even to 1,000 yet. I guess we could, conceivably. But I kind of wonder, like, what is ahead of us here. So...
Awesome! You just completed the first round of Chongo. And yes, I'm a lot nicer here because, hey, it's this guy's dream. Ready to move on to the next round? Great.
Okay. So I guess maybe this is just a closed off area? I don't know. Guess if we don't do it, we get to try it again or something.
Nice job!
Alright. I wish I had like a low level Skylander. And they would be leveling up a lot. I don't know if we can switch right away or not. And it looked like these presents were starting to disappear. So I guess you need to get them quickly. I'm just gonna leave the area and see if they'll like pursue me.
The audience is getting totally bored.
Well, I'm not quite sure what we're supposed to do. Like, it seems you could just stay stationary, but I don't know. I've not seen like all those treasure fairies unless it was actually she gave us a flamethrower. I don't even know where the flamethrower is at. So there's that too. Let's just start eradicating some directions.
Nice job. Time is running out in the round.
I don't know if that's the villain we've ever done. Smoke
Oh, hey! You won a special prize. But what can it be? Lifetime supply of bombs. Not bad. Looks like we've got ourselves a big winner here. And no, I am not being sarcastic. But can you survive the lightning round? Let's find out.
Okay, so we're still like 4,000 away, and I'm having a hard time understanding. Like, it seems like you only get the present drops when you kill enemies. And then the issue I have is, do I stay stationary? Or do we make better progress if we just like proceed forward? And then if we proceed forward, or we miss it, like better. I don't know. I've never played Chongo before, so we're just kind of gonna do a little bit of both.
Grab that treasure.
Oh yeah, we're not even to 2,000. I'm a bit concerned.
Wow, that looks expensive.
Okay, so there's still enemies down here too. Which we've never been here, but I'm just saying
Nice job.
is an option. So yeah, apparently, I don't know if all the gates deploy. Oh, that's really gonna suck if we can't get that stuff. Because we're so hard to. I'm gonna try to backtrack too. Dun, dun, dun. And it's gone. That's
Defeat more enemies and win.
just fantastic. I really like being by that bounce pad, I'll tell you
Better
that much.
hurry. In Chongo, there are no parting gates.
Yeah, we're not even halfway there. We still got like 5 minutes as the halfway mark, but every time we get stuff up there, I feel like we're not able to pick it up.
You survived the lightning round. Want to know what you won? A new car? Even better! An all-expenses paid trip to the Super Lightning Round!
She's a pretty good host, I'll give Dreamcatcher that.
Follow that
Treasure fairy. What is a treasure fairy? Is it the sheep? I guess. Okay. So let me just follow him, I guess. If possible. I think that's the first time I've heard her mention treasure fairy. I don't know where the treasure fairy has gone to. I think I'm hearing blaster. No, that's grenade. But we're still a long ways away from 5,000.
Nice job!
This is a pretty neat challenge, though. I wish I had like a better feel for what I should be doing. If I'm doing it wrong, which I'm not sure if I'm doing it wrong. Usually, the way these go, I can like have them done in like 2-3 minutes. Most of them. He just is much more efficient, I feel, with his primary.
Nice job!
The other thing I hate.
Hey! You won a special prize! But what can it be? Flying saucer? What the heck? Give it a shot!
Is okay, all those presents just disappeared. We had a whole bunch on the screen, but it seems like instead of us getting them, they'll, kind of like disappear sometimes. So that's a bit problematic. Like we'll pass through them, but I don't feel like it registers them, and then they're still there, and then they go away, and we try to go back to them. We're kind of getting there. I guess we do have a shot of making this happen. And I wonder where the flying saucer is. I'm gonna run over here. I have no clue where the flying saucer is. I don't know if we've already got the flying saucer. There doesn't seem to be a bounce pad that gets up anywhere.
Nice job!
But like the presents, I mean, the chompies are keeping us from even getting to them. And it's like I passed through them and it did not pick them all up. And then by the time we like circle back for these, the others are gone. So I don't know. I'm just trying to go in a circle now and hope for the best. I look for the biggest enemies and then we just make circles, essentially. Unless there's presents that we don't get. I think we're gonna make it, but I did not think we would based on like the performance of the time to our objective earlier. So we're about 10 away. We just did it.
Well, shiver me timbers, and I really mean that. You won! Let's head back to the mainland, where we can properly acknowledge your accomplishment.
So that was actually pretty cool, and I'm glad I know now I was doing it correctly, but at the time it didn't seem in line with the other quests I've done. So that one will take some time, apparently.
Thanks for being crazy enough to try me crazy game, I-5. And being crazier still enough to beat it. About the only thing crazier are both our names. But anyway, I suppose I do owe ye more than just a thanks.
Here we go. It's evolution time. I bet I'm gonna like it. Unless it's like red. Oh, green. That's good for a monster. So that was Chongo.
I'm the best, hands down.
And this is what he looks like. Now, I kind of think I like the eyes better the other way. But he looks pretty cool. So, can't really do anything here. We'll have to go back to the academy to gauge damage and everything. But you know where it is. You now know what the quest is. That was actually pretty fun. I would not mind having like a Chongo minigame added into the mix. I think that would be pretty cool. Note Wallop never did level up from all that XP, so I think if you were to take like, you know, level 1 in there, you would probably go up, I would think, significantly, maybe like to level 5 at least. But yeah, this is now I-5 Light Element Villain captured in Chapter 7. This is Chapter 6 where his quest is. And it is right here where I've showcased it. But that's it. I'm going to end this. We're going to go back to the academy. We'll take a look at the attack damage numbers and call it a day. So thanks for watching, and I will see you back here shortly. Hey everybody, One of Wisdom here with the evolved form of I-5. I-5 is, of course, a light element villain. You capture him in Chapter 7, Monster Marsh. His quest is actually in the previous chapter, Rainfish Rivera, so, or Riviera, whichever it may be. And the stock aesthetic was kind of like the pink with purple dots. You can see there right above the villain timer in the lower left-hand corner. Evolved aesthetic is kind of like a lime green and kind of just a standard green, and now instead of like the circular dots, he has little like yellow stars throughout, so I think that's kind of an upgrade. I think that is also a monster color, the pinky purple, but this to me is like more of a traditional monster color. I do kind of wonder, I think I might have liked it better if the dark green was on the body and then the lighter green was on the hands. But this isn't bad, I do think I prefer it. The damage increases though is what we need to cover here. His quest was pretty cool. It's called Chongo, and it takes nearly the full 10 minutes. I guess it depends how well you pay attention or can gather things. But I-5, his primary attack was Hand Stomp. It does 53 to 79 stock. It is now up to 69 to 103. Although I did a ton of these and I never once got a critical hit. For whatever that's worth. Still haven't seen it, but half of 69 would be 34.5, so that would 99 and 4, 103, so I'm just going to run with that. Secondary attack is what I called Bright Eyes. I did like the blue eyeball better. I feel like the brown, or the orangey brown eyes he's got now would look better with the pinky skin, and then I feel like the eyes in the stock aesthetic would look better here, but that's just me. Bright Eyes looks like that. It's kind of got the same aesthetic still kind of like the blue spectral lightning. But 84 to 126 now is the damage that'll do. So we've got him taken care of, and now I only have one Dark Trap, and I think Fisticuffs and Ice Cream are both quests in Chapter 7. So I'm gonna have to go try to sort that out. I think I'll go with I think we'll do Ice Cream first, because she kind of ties in more with I-5 in my opinion. So that said, this is I-5. This is his evolved form here. We've taken a look at his stock aesthetics and damage numbers. The quest again, which was Chongo, very cool, and it's a lot of fun. Again, it's something I wouldn't mind seeing like in the academy here somewhere. You could just like go and play Chongo and try to like set your personal high score. Maybe in the next game they'll do something like that. It'd be pretty neat. And of course here we've got his evolved aesthetics and the attack damage numbers. I wish we could scare Quigley with him. That would be pretty hilarious. But nonetheless, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed Villainography. If you did, leave a like. If you're a fan of I-5, leave a like. You can comment. Let me know, do you prefer the evolved aesthetic or the stock aesthetic on I-5? I think this might be closer than people think, but it just kind of depends, I guess, on your preference. So let me know in the comment section down below. You can follow me on Twitch, follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, circle me on Google+, whichever you prefer. Personal site, oneofwisdom.com. Take that link at the top of the video description box. You'll go to the Skylander Club Forum. You will see the video here for I-5 and, of course, the attack damage number spreadsheet, so check that out. That said, I will go check out Ice Cream, and then we'll head back into the Monster Marsh. I think I'm going to go for the Xbox challenge here. It's like the 20 coins while you walk through it, so I'll see if I can knock that out. But once again, thanks for watching. Myself and I-5 will catch you later for some ice cream.